It's been a passionate, sometimes violent debate for 3 decades. Logging in Tasmania's old-growth forests has divided the community and provided political fodder. But all that could end with a new deal between the state's conservationists and the forestry sector. Simon Fraser reports from Hobart.
Only a few months ago, even sitting at the same table would have been a big step. Today, Tasmania's timber industry and environmentalists went much further, presenting the state government a signed formal statement of principles.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Those at the table hope the deal will end 30 years of war, where conservationists have protested in the streets and in the forests to stop old-growth logging for wood chip exports. The 10 signatories have pledged to immediately protect, maintain and enhance high conservation value forests identified by environmental groups. The fine print gives 3 months to implement that process. In the longer term, the document commits to transition the forest industry out of public native forests into suitable plantations through a negotiated plan and timeline. It also gives support for a pulp mill, but not necessarily the controversial mill proposed by Gunns in the state's north.
We do believe that we've now got a unique opportunity to move beyond the decades of conflict over our native forests, and this is an important first step in finding a solution.
Applying the principles will be even tougher than developing them. Significant differences remain on when and how the industry can exit native forest altogether.
We're going to have to create a whole new plantation estate if we're going to successfully make this transition. The growing time for a plantation through to a sawlog value is anything up to 30 years.
Much of the work and cost will fall to the state and federal governments.
We will do everything that we can to work with these groups to adapt our forests and forest sector to reflect these principles.
It provides an extraordinary opportunity for a long-term sustainable future, overcoming some of the dangers that have been in the wood chip export market over recent months.
In both cases, the Greens will be all-important. The party holds 2 ministries in the Tasmanian government.
What we've seen today is a very significant agreement, but necessarily just the first step in what will undoubtedly be a long road before we can ever claim to have resolved this issue in Tasmania.
There is some analogy here between the end of whaling in 1978 with the Fraser government, when the last whaling station was closed in Albany. Now, this is not the end of logging in native forests in Australia.
Many on the industry side are mourning, not celebrating. They're warning of job losses.
If that agreement goes through, we'll have to close our business because, we will have no access for old-growth material.
It's going to be extremely difficult because, again, a cultural connection with our working forest is not something that you can structurally adjust. You can't sort of refinance it. It's something much deeper than that.
Peace in the forests won't come cheaply. Some are predicting a price tag of well over $1 billion. Simon Fraser, Lateline.